And a man who won a couple of years ago a championship with LeBron in Cleveland, 13 NBA seasons, here on 4th of July. Dahntay Jones in the house right now. Let's bring him on. Happy 4th of July. What are your 4th of July memories as a kid? Do you have any basketball tournaments or
basketball tournaments and fireworks and being in a city where it might be a little crazy, but just having some fun with basketball?
So you always told me off and off the air, you said, I think this Laker-LeBron thing's going to happen. There are certain things as LeBron's friend. There's a circle of trust, obviously, and I always try to respect that. But I don't think you were surprised LeBron to the Lakers. Could I say that?
Not at all, because if you, as a friend and as ex-teammate, if you know how a person thinks and you know what a person is striving for,
right,
and you know what is important to their life, you can make that deduction very, very easy. You can see a person that's always striving to be better, who's not complacent, who wants to grow on all scales of life, not just to be stagnant at any point in time. And that was the option that could allow growth in business and basketball, challenge him even more by being able to create something rather than just be pigeonholed with this type of roster or type of cap flexibility that the Cavs did have at that point in time, unfortunately. So it was a new start, but it was also a beginning to an ability to be able to begin something in one of the best basketball organizations in one of the best markets available.
Yeah, you told me off air, and again, I didn't repeat this because I want you to know that there's certain things I won't repeat. But you said 2 months ago to me, I said, "Where do you think he's going to go?" And you gave me a clue. You said he's going to bet on himself. And then you just smiled at me, and then you stiff-armed me and walked away and got some to eat. But what you were saying was, L.A. is a city, if you really think about this, Dahntay, this city is filled with people who leave St. Louis, Chicago, Milwaukee, that bet on themselves.
That's what
L.A. is.
Right. You bet on yourself, and you try it with the best of the best. Like, there's no ceiling here. There's no end to what you can accomplish in this city, and that's why people leave every city that they come from just to come here. They try it
50% of people in L.A., Dahntay, aren't from here.
Right.
This is a city where people go. This city is full of Midwesterners.
Right.
I mean, all these guys, if you go look at Los Angeles, it's full of guys from Chicago and Milwaukee and St. Louis and Dallas and all that stuff.
And can you imagine the people that have reached out to him and said, let's do business together? Just social media-wise, and just now, because you're here. When you're here, the opportunity is here. But when you're not here, people just operate with the people that are actually in L.A.
So people freaked out 2 days ago, and they said, Boogie Cousins of the Warriors is going to ruin the league. And to that I said, NBA has a bigger problem at the bottom of the league, which is 7 teams tanked. I don't have problems with options. I don't have problems with dynasties. I love the idea. Never see a baseball player say, I'll take way less money. This is about the 50th basketball player in my life that said, I want to win games. That doesn't put money first. I love what Boogie did. I don't think it's the end of the NBA. As a former player that's won a title, what is your reaction to great player joining great team?
I don't have a problem with it. I think it was the best option for him in his growth period. I think he put himself in a position where he has to be better and he has to assimilate to a positive culture. And he doesn't get the chance to dictate a culture anymore. He has to join a winning organization with chemistry, with winning habits. And this is in my opinion, the only way he ends his career on a high note and in a winning capacity. Because if he goes to the teams with cap room or teams that could create cap flexibility, it puts him in similar situations that he's been in previously with New Orleans and with Sacramento. So you're in the same type of situation. Like, those teams had money. They didn't choose to use it on him because they were worried about their locker room. They were worried about their young kids, and they were worried about his personal health. And if he was going to be able to come back during the year, like, we're going to risk all this money, and he might not come back with a possible setback. That's just medical history, just medical knowledge that we have over years. Like, it's a possibility he could not play this year, but we're going to invest all this money. We don't have the ability to take all that risk at this point in time. So now a team who can absorb risk, who has a culture, who doesn't have to worry about that because people are established in their roles and established in their identity and established on how they work on a daily basis, we can absorb this risk because we have too much to fight him. And we can win without him. If we can win without him, he's only a bonus to us.
It's a little Randy Moss to the Patriots, where he went to the Raiders, things went sideways.
Right.
He goes to this great culture, and like 2 years later, everybody's like, I love Randy Moss.
Right.
Randy Moss is awesome. So in a weird way, Boogie's actually, this is a money move. He's taken a short-term financial loss to recoup it on the other end, which is, man, he fit right into the Warriors, and somebody will pay him huge money.
He's betting on himself.
He's betting on himself. And I'll say this again, folks. I've been watching sports for a long time. Find me all the great baseball players who take less to join a winning culture. You can't find it. My entire life, 4 decades of this league, I have watched star NBA players. Chris Bosh, LeBron, Wade, Durant take less money. I love athletes. NBA guys care about winning.
Yeah, he's betting on himself to not have to rush to get back healthy. And that's big because when you jump into an organization that needs you, you feel the pressure of jumping back and getting healthy and helping. And
going about 80%.
We're 2 games away from being in playoffs or being in the 1 seed. Like, I have to help these guys out. No, these guys don't need me. I can take care of myself first. If I hit a setback, I still have extra time. And I can only add to them and make them better. That's the ultimate bet on yourself. That's the ultimate. He absorbed some risk in this situation too, but it's only to be a better person and a better player.
So I didn't know. I knew Paul George could make more money in OKC, but then he signed, and I'm reading online the contract where he may make $290 million in OKC. Now, maybe it's just Westbrook. Maybe he loves Applebee's. Maybe he loves farms. But Dahntay, I could never tell any human being in America, if they could make $290 million somewhere, who am I to tell somebody? I've never been a believer in go for money. But, man, you guys' careers don't last forever.
Right.
I know everybody wants to tell me it's Westbrook, but, man, I saw that contract. $290? Paul George?
He must know something we don't know. And that shows that him and Russell have a real relationship.
You think so?
And a real friendship, and they may think in the same capacity. I think he knows that commodity over there. He knows how driven he is. He knows how competitive and how well of a teammate he is. It's a lot of uncertainties in when you're trying on something new and something uncharted before. And sometimes people choose to take what they know and go where they're comfortable at, and where you can still maximize the monetary value and also maximize the friendship and enjoy playing with somebody in an organization that they have a great organization. OKC, first and foremost.
Well,
like
they got
Sam Presti.
They got a bunch of good players now.
Yeah, they have a bunch of good players, but the problem is just adding players and getting people to play on their team. They have grabbed in the draft some great players. And they've traded for some good players, but like have some great signees, it's hard. And I think the LA decision for LeBron was, they have a great organization with great leadership right now, and it's a favorable destination to come for people to play too. So as long as I'm here, people are going to want to play here, and because me and Magic are going to make people want to play here because they believe in us.
Who do you think the Lakers add?
I think this is comparable to the Cleveland Cavalier team that went to the finals the first year LeBron came back, and it's a process. It's an ongoing process throughout the season, throughout the midpoint of the season. I think they can add people according as the season goes on, and they can maximize their potential and see. But I think Kawhi is number one, probably on their sights. And if I were them, Jimmy Butler, I have to see what's out there for Jimmy Butler possibly. But they're going to be stars who are unhappy throughout the course of a year who can play next to LeBron and make that organization better. So we're going to have to see throughout the course of the year.
Good seeing you, bud.
Great.
Dahntay
Always
Jones.
coming.
All right, coming up next, my favorite buy, sell, or hold we've done in a long time. I'm the stockbroker. You give me the stock. Do you buy it? Do you sell it? Do you hold it? Great 45 minutes to go. It's the Herd. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.